Hello, everybody, and welcome to Bram Sportes on this Friday. Today is August the 22nd, 2025. I'm your host, Brandon Ramos, and let's get started with the scores and stats. And let's start with the El Paso Chihuahuas continuing their six-game series on the road at Sacramento against the River Cats on Wednesday. The Chihuahuas unfortunately fell to Sacramento 9-8. And on Thursday, once again, another heartbreaker, a 6-5 loss for the Dogs. They haven't won a game this series so far, and despite them having lost the first three games, Tacoma has also lost. So that means the Chihuahuas are still just a half game back of Tacoma. But now you gotta take a look at Sacramento, who is now climbing in the standings, and they're now just a half game back of the Chihuahuas for second place, a game back of Tacoma for first. So everything's getting tight there on top of the Pacific Coast League standings, and of course we'll keep an eye on that, and of course update you when the games occur. Let's go now to what's going to happen this weekend. Let's start with the El Paso Locomotive FC. They're going to be back home at Southwest University Park. We'll take on Sacramento Republic, which is a huge match for the Locos. El Paso sitting in fourth place in the USL Western Conference standings with 28 points. Sacramento Republic sitting in second place, 31 points, just 3 point difference. That means if the Locals get the win tomorrow night, they will be tied with Sacramento Republic for that second spot. But you also have to take a look at third place San Antonio FC. They will also be on the road taking on Monterey Bay, and they are also 28 points. They also have 28 points like the Locals. So if San Antonio wins and the Locals win, there will be a three-way tie for second at the USL Western Conference standings. Of course, we're going to keep an eye on that and update you next week. And also, FS Juarez will also be at home. That will be tonight in the match week number 6 in the Liga MX Apertura 2025. They will host Santos Laguna once again tonight, 7 p.m. at Estadio Olímpico Benito Juárez. The Bravos sitting in 14th place right now with 5 points. So you could say must-win situation for Juarez tonight. Let's continue with the MLB scores from Thursday. Let's start with the Athletics, who defeated the Minnesota Twins 8-5. Nick Kurtz hit a solo home run in this game, his 26th of the season, and Lawrence Butler also having a great day. Also had a great day, 3 RBIs in this ball game. The Kansas City Royals defeated the Texas Rangers 6-4. Vinny Pasquantino hit a go-ahead solo home run in the fifth inning, and despite it was in the fifth inning, it was still a go-ahead play here. The 26th homer for Pasquantino this season. Carlos Estevez had earned his 33rd save this season, which ties him in the lead on top of that category. Let's go now to the Milwaukee Brewers, who defeated the Chicago Cubs 4-1. Bryce Terang hit a 2-run home run, his 14th of the season, and another reliever earning a great save. Trevor McGill, 30th save this season from yesterday, and also up there with the relievers, with the closers in the MLB. The LA Dodgers defeated the Colorado Rockies 9-5. Freddie Freeman hit a 2-run home run in this game, his 16th of the season. Andy Paquez also hit a solo home run in this game, his 21st of the season. The Washington Nationals come back and beat the New York Mets 9-3. James Wood hit a 3-run home run in this game, his 26th of the season. The San Diego Padres defeated the San Francisco Giants 8-4. Manny Machado had 3 RBIs, and starting pitcher Dylan Cease went 5 innings with 7 strikeouts and only 2 walks. The Boston Red Sox defeated the New York Yankees in the start of the 4-game series this weekend between these two rivals. Nathaniel Lowe hit a go-ahead RBI double in this game, and Roman Anthony closed things off with a 2-run home run, his first homer at a Yankee stadium, his fifth homer of the season. The Houston Astros defeated the Baltimore Orioles 7-2. Jesus Sanchez went 5 for 5 with an RBI in this game. Of course, a huge factor. And Christian Walker and Yainer Diaz both with a 2-run home run each in this game. And the St. Louis Cardinals defeated the Tampa Bay Rays 7-4. The Cardinals had a 5-run second inning in this game, and Wilson Contreras hit a solo home run, his 18th of the season. And heading into the weekend, let's update you on the standings in the MLB. Let's start with the AL East, where the Toronto Blue Jays lead with 74 wins, 54 losses. The New York Yankees in second place, 4.5 games back. The AL Central has the Detroit Tigers sitting on top, 76 and 53 on the season. The Kansas City Royals in second place, 9.5 games back. The AL West, the Houston Astros leading with 70 wins, 58 losses. The Seattle Mariners sitting in second place, 2 games back. The NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies leading with 74 wins, 53 losses. The New York Mets, 7 games back. In the NL Central, the Milwaukee Brewers with the best record in the league, 80 wins, 48 losses. The only team with 80 wins so far this season. The Chicago Cubs sitting in second place, 7 games back. And in the NL West, the LA Dodgers leading with 73 wins, 55 losses. San Diego 1 game back, sitting in second place. And these two teams will face off once again this weekend in a 3-game series at San Diego. And now to the wildcard standings in the American League. The New York Yankees hold the first wildcard spot right now. Boston Red Sox the second, and the Seattle Mariners hold the third wildcard spot at the moment. The Kansas City Royals are the first team out, looking in, a couple games back of Seattle, and then the Cleveland Guardians are 3 games back of the Mariners. And then the National League, the Chicago Cubs hold the first wildcard spot. The Padres have the second wildcard spot right now, and the Mets hold the last NL wildcard spot at the moment. The Cincinnati Reds right on their heels, the first team out so far, a half game back of the Mets. The St. Louis Cardinals follow 4 games back. Now let's go to the WNBA, the scores from Thursday as well. The Connecticut Sun defeated the Washington Mystics 67-56. Tina Charles had 21 points in this game. The Chicago Sky defeated the New York Liberty 91-85. Camila Cardoso had 22 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists. The Atlanta Dream in a 2-point win over the Minnesota Lynx 75-73. Alicia Gray had 27 points in this game. And the Las Vegas Aces defeated the Phoenix Mercury 83-61. And Las Vegas has now won 9 consecutive games. And last night, Aja Wilson had Aja Wilson finished with 19 points and 13 rebounds. And in the standings, really quick, the Minnesota Lynx are the only team so far that have clinched a playoff berth. And the teams eliminated already from playoff contention are the Connecticut Sun, the Chicago Sky, and the Dallas Wings. Let's go now to some soccer. The Leagues Cup quarterfinals that occurred on Wednesday. Inter Miami defeated Tigres 2-1. Orlando City in PKs defeated Toluca 6-5 after a scoreless draw in 90 minutes. Seattle Sounders and Puebla also with a scoreless draw. They went to PKs, and Seattle won it 4-3. And LA Galaxy defeated Pachuca 2-1, which means all of the MLS teams moved on to the semifinals. And these are the matches. It will be Inter Miami taking on Orlando City, and Seattle Sounders will take on Los Angeles Galaxy. And now let's go to some baseball. More baseball, this time in the Little League World Series. Scores from Wednesday. Chinese Taipei defeated Venezuela 7-3. That puts Chinese Taipei in the international championship game. Connecticut defeated Nevada 7-3, which puts Connecticut in the U.S. championship game. Aruba defeated Japan 3-0, and South Carolina defeated South Dakota 7-6 in 7 innings. They came back from a 6-1 deficit, heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. And yesterday, Aruba took on Venezuela. Winner will take on Chinese Taipei in the international championship game, and Aruba got the win 3-1. And in the U.S. bracket, Nevada defeated South Carolina 5-3. And so the championship games are set. First, in the international side, it will be Chinese Taipei taking on Aruba. And in the U.S. bracket, it will be Connecticut taking on Nevada. Once again, these games will be on Saturday. Then the Little League World Series championship game and the third place game will be on Sunday. And the NFL preseason week 3, the last week of the preseason, as we approach the regular season in the NFL. Two games occurred last night. The Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the Carolina Panthers 19-10, and the New York Giants defeated the New England Patriots 42-10. And really quick, let's look at the UTEP women's soccer team. They played last night at UC Riverside, and they finished in a scoreless draw. And the club will be back on the pitch this weekend. And with this, we conclude Bram Sportes on this Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.